श्रीराधाया प्रणय महिमा कीदृशो वानयैव
स्वाद्यो येनाद्भुतमधुरिमा कीदृशो वा मदीयः
स्वाद्यो येनाद्भुतमधुरिमा कीदृशो वा मदीयः
सौख्यं चास्यामदनुभवतः कीदृशं वेति लोभात्
सौख्यं चास्यामदनुभवतः कीदृशं वेति लोभात्
तद्भावाढ्यः समजनिशची गर्भसिन्धौ हरिन्दुः
तद्भावाढ्यः समजनिशची गर्भसिन्धौ हरिन्दुः
श्रीराधाया प्रणय महिमा कीदृशो वानयैव. Krishna had three unfulfilled desires. He was curious to understand three things. First, Shriradhaya pranaya mahima kidrisho vanayaiva. What is the pranaya mahima of Shri Radha? What is the greatness of the love of Srimati Radharani? Krishna becomes very curious to understand. Although she is serving me, she is doing all hard work. The amount of happiness that Radharani derives in my service is 10 million times more than the happiness that I derive in receiving the service. Krishna is receiving the seva. Radharani is rendering the seva. Krishna is definitely happy receiving that seva. But Radharani is 10 million times happier than Krishna. So Krishna became curious. What is the greatness of Radharani's love? That is first reason for Mahaprabhu's descent. He wanted to understand the extent of Radharani's love, greatness of Radharani's love. Shri Radhaya pranaya mahima kidrisho vanayaiva. Then Swadyo yena bhuta madhurima kidrisho vamadiyah. Second reason is Madiya adbhuta madhurima. What is the extent of my own sweetness? This is Krishna's sweetness. Krishna's sweetness. Sugar particle does not understand how sweet it is, how tasty it is. One who eats it will understand. Similarly, Krishna also cannot understand how sweet he is. Radharani understands. Radharani is the supreme relisher of Krishna's beauty, supreme relisher of Krishna's sweetness. That is the second reason. Krishna wanted to understand the extent of his own sweetness, the extent of his own madhurya. Swadyo yena adbhuta madhurima kidrisho vavadiyah. What is my adbhuta madhurima that is impressing Radharani, that is making her so mad? I want to understand the extent of my own sweetness. Unless I take her position, I cannot relish my own sweetness. Krishna is so sweet, but he doesn't understand how sweet he is. Your gulab jamun doesn't understand how sweet it is. One who eats will understand. And Radharani is able to relish it. Third, Saukhyam chasyam adhanubhavataha kidrisham veti lobhat. When Radharani is serving Krishna, what is the extent of her happiness? I want to experience that happiness. So he wanted to understand Radha's happiness. I want to experience the same happiness that Radharani is experiencing. So these three are unfulfilled desires of Krishna. First, he wanted to understand the extent, greatness of Radharani's love. He also wants to understand the extent of his own sweetness. He also wants to understand the happiness of Radharani. Not understand, experience the happiness of Radharani.